Hey guys, my name is Stephanie, just call me Nene, and I am from Indonesia. Today is April 23rd. Uh, yeah, I think April 23rd. Um, Welcome to my new subscribers, and if you are returning, then welcome back. So this is a channel about crafting. Usually I show cross stitch, but sometimes I will throw something like sewing, diamond painting, knitting, crochet, although it is very rare. But yeah, um, it's been a very long time since my last update. I have my note here. My last update is in August 2019. Well, since August I haven't stitched much because life happens. I don't have time to stitch, or the mood at least. I have a sudden trip for a long time, and yeah, just recently got back to stitching for 2 or 3 weeks, and then this pandemic happens, so it got my stitching got pending again because I have to sew face mask, and so yeah, that happens until now. It is I'm taking quite a break from mask sewing, so I thought, why don't I record a Flosstube update, because it is a very long time since my last update. I also forgot what I have shown you in the last video, so I thought maybe I will start over and yeah, give you a WIP parade. I have 31 WIPs and one recent finish. So before we got into the parade, I want to shout out Peppy X Stitcher. She is a new Flosstuber, also from Indonesia, and she just uploaded her first video 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, I think 2 weeks ago. So please show her some love and support and go to her channel. She is lovely, and she has beautiful projects, beautiful finishes. So yeah, go check her out. And I'm sorry if I don't look at the camera. I mostly look at my notes and also my stitch journal. This is the way I put my stitch journal. I just keep it simple. This is how I write down my finishes, and this is my WIPs from 2019, and I only keep the table start and finish in 2020 because let's face it, I mostly have big projects, so I won't have many finishes in 1 year, so I just need this simple journal. And in the finish section, I put all the details about my project. I rarely substitute anything because, well, with big projects, you know that especially heaven and earth designs, you almost impossible to change the thread color. So yeah, besides if I see a project and I fall in love with it, I tend to fall in love with the design that I saw on the cover. So um, I don't change color very much. Usually when I want to play with color, I will choose a monochromatic design, so it is easy to change, and uh, usually I will pick a variegated thread because so the color will not very monotone to stitch, like my Serenity Prayer last year. So yeah, I have this note with me, and I have my viewfinder over here. So if I look down, I'm looking at the viewfinder. So let's start with my first WIP. It is, I forgot when I start this, it is from the time that I haven't found Flosstube. I haven't write down any details such as start date, and this is how I keep them. This is the design from Dimensions. The title is A Row of Love. And I realized that the fabric is yellowing. I don't want to start over again, all over again. Yeah, I think I will just continue to finish this, and I will try to wash it and pray that in the end it will the yellowy dirt will vanish. If it's not finished, this is a full coverage design, so I will choose a frame and have the mat board cover all of the left fabric. So yeah, I used a PVC frame that my husband made me. I know it is not quite ideal because this is how I attach the fabric to the PVC with paper tape, but it is cheap. I'm not in the condition that I can afford, not afford, I am quite lucky to have enough in my life, but for spending money, it is, let's say we have me and my husband have another priority. So with yeah, I'm enough with these handmade tools with my husband. Besides, I don't really care about the tension. I only need something to stretch my fabric, so I don't have to hold them, because my left wrist, I don't know, I don't know what happened to my left wrist, but it is have a problem. It will get easily tired when I hold fabric too long, and there is some time when I have what to say, yeah, the bone is, yeah, you can see the bone over here, but it already get back to normal again, so I avoid to tire my wrist so much that it will come back again. So yeah, and then have I said that I start this on December 2013? Yeah. And next, my second WIP is, oh, I forgot to show. This is a project back from the Dimensions Ago of Love project. It is from Diddly Daddle Designs. So yeah, very lovely fabrics. I really love this project bag. This is how I make the paper tag, a very simple one. So yeah, my next project is this, Four Seasons. Many of you said that this is from Soda Stitch, but actually it's not. You see here, the website, it is from Nice Day. I don't know whether Nice Day or Soda Stitch is in one group company, but it is definitely not Soda Stitch. And here is where I keep the roll. I believe this is I get this back when I bought umbrella, so I just repurpose the bag to keep my cross stitch project. And I must say that although I have 21 WIPs, it's already very many, too many for me. But I only start at very little. So I stitched this on 18 count Aida, and you see how long this fabric is. And tada! Okay, here I only stitch this much, and this is the start of the tree and the building over here. So yeah, I saw this project when I go to the shopping mall and I see this project stitched up, and it was, the color is so vibrant, and oh my god, I fall in love instantly, and I have to have this project. Well, sorry if I take too long to tidy up my projects. I don't want to have untidy, crowded. I just want to have it tidy, so I don't need, yeah, let's just say that I'm OCD, that if I see something that is untidy, it freaks me out. And then I will see when I edit this video, maybe I will cut the the time like this when I tidy up the projects, but yeah, if you still see this, then I didn't edit it up. And then my third project is from Luca S. This is my first present, Christmas present from my husband. Back then when we were still dating. And here is again a tiny star. I start this part here. And then my next one is my Heaven and Earth Designs mini blue dragon. I will insert the design picture here. And this is where I am at. And also notice the yellowy dirt all over the fabrics. The same with my dimensions project. I will stitch this up, and because it is a full coverage, I believe that that the thread will cover all of this. But let's see if it comes to my rotation again, I will decide whether I will restart it or not. This is 18 count either. Next one is Soda Stitch. It is in this project bag. Again from Diddly Daddle Designs. You can find it on Etsy. This is her signature, the macaroon zipper pull. And here is the cover. I like Soda Stitch because the expression of the character is so cute, and the color is vibrant, and it is easy to stitch. And then the back stitch is quite friendly, unlike other designs that have everything backstitch. No, I don't like backstitch at all. And here is my progress. I'm searching for the view. Yeah. Again, there is dirt. Yeah. I will take care of that later. My next one is my lavender and lace, the wedding. This is one of my main project, and here is where I got. I already finished the groom and the bride, and then I'm stitching the flower girl. And I also start some metallic here. So yeah, this is one of my 4 main project. So last year I joined the challenge group like magical stitches, enchanted stitching, and mythological stitcher. First, I joined magical stitches. I enjoyed it for quite some months, but I grew tired of counting my stitches and the pressure of it. So when I found enchanted stitching, I joined the challenge group again, and I see it is not very it is quite loose. How do you say? Yeah, it is less task. You know what I mean. And but it is still involve counting the stitches, so earning points. So yeah, still start losing my stitchy bug, and then also life happens, and then I found the mythological stitcher group that it is also a challenge group, but it is very loose. Yeah, the rules are very loose. You don't have to count, or you don't have to earn points, but I found that yeah, I think I'm not a challenge stitcher, so I go back to weekly rotation. From my WIPs, I choose 4 that I focus actively. I put all 4 of them in the Spin the Wheel app, so I let the wheel decide what I stitch this week. And yeah, I only focus on 4 because I'm quite a monogamous stitcher, so I think so far this weekly rotation is what works best for me. So yeah, another solder stitch. I have so many solder stitch WIPs. It is in this project bag, again from Diddly Daddle Designs, and here is the cover. And my progress, I start with the black lining first, and then I stitch the colors, the red, brown, and yellow for the magical stitches challenges. So yeah, but I think when I continue with this project, I want to finish the black outline first. Another project bag from Diddly Daddle Designs. I really love this. Well, you see how I love Christmas from the project bags that I chose. I love the red truck and the Christmas tree, snowman, and the presents. Oh my god. Yeah. Christmas designs is my #1 weakness. And this bag has this project. Another solder stitch. This is Romeo and Juliet. And this one, I start from the middle. So one thing about me, I love to start from the top left corner, but I'm willing to experience. So okay, let's start again. This is 3 hours after the camera stops recording, and it gets hot, and so I have to cool it down and then charge it. And yeah, so I was talking to you about this one, and I start in the middle here, but I think I prefer to start from top left, because I don't know, I just feel that if I start from the top, it will it feels tidier or neater for me. And the way I stitch based on columns, and then I just do this column, and then I will go from there to the right or to the left, but at least I have foundation. And then my next project is in this bag. Again, Christmas. I love the barn, the horses, the Christmas tree from Diddly Daddle Designs. I love her bag so much. Okay, this project bag has stitch raffia. Be a star. I will insert the design here. And here is how far I got. And yeah, I just have this part to do. Yeah, this is one of my main focus. The second from the 4 main focus. I choose this fabric because the sentiment, shoot for the star, shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you land among the stars. So I want the fabric to represent the night sky, so I chose this. See, did you see the opalescent? It is hand dyed by my local dyer, Jen Cho. So yeah, next is Alice in Wonderland, and yes, I still put it in the plastic where it comes from. I start making my own project bag since I can sew now, but apparently I don't have much time to sew them, so a lot of my solder stitch are still in their plastic package. Here is how far I got. And a lot of my solder stitch, this fairy tale series, is only this far. So why I start this? I start the fairy tale series in Mania 2019. I wanted to, I love fairy tales, I love Disney princess, and this series is actually yeah, all about Disney princess and fairy tales. So I thought I want to stitch them all, and one of my weaknesses also is series or seasonal designs. If I have, yeah, at least I will try to stitch all that is there in the series, although I'm thinking to not really pressure myself if I don't like the other design in the series. Next is Hansel and Gretel, still from the fairy tale series. And I don't even need to open this because this is my star. Okay. Next is Snow White. Again, I don't need to even open this. Here is my star. And then next is Anne of Green Gables. This is the project bag that I made myself. Vinyl front project bag. I really like this print. I am a blue lover, and also I love fruits, at least fruits motif. And yeah, I think the red complements with the blue very so good. And I just put this zipper pull here, and I really like this how it came up, and I need to make more of this for my other projects. Here is Anne of Green Gables. And here is how far I got. Again, I always start from the top left. Next is Little Red Riding Hood. And here is how far I got. Is the Wizard of Oz. And here is my star. Next, the Nutcracker. And here is how far I got. Next is the Little Mermaid. And here is how far I got. Next project is Beauty and the Beast, and I make this project bag. No, this is my first vinyl front project bag, and I must say it is quite a failure. I don't really like this. And this is the panel. My husband he want to test print some picture, and he asked me whether I have a picture that I want to print, and so I chose this picture. And then he also tries to design fabric, and so this is the fabric that he designed. But I chose to print it on canvas, and turns out that canvas is too thick for this kind of project bag, so I need to remake this. You see the design? And here is how far I got. Now, you know, Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite Disney princess because Belle loves to read, and she is smart, so yeah. Next is Rapunzel, and here is how far I got. All of my projects are stitched on Aida because that is the easiest fabric that I can get here in Jakarta. Next is Cinderella, and here is how far I got. Next is Sleeping Beauty. I must say that Sleeping Beauty is my least favorite princess from them all. I'm more into the independent female character like Belle and Jasmine, so yeah. And that's why I really like the new format that Disney made their storyline now, that women can also do something themselves. And yeah, I don't want to say that they don't need any help, especially from men, but Disney makes it like they are strong enough to solve the problems that they faces. And wow, that's why I really like Frozen, the first Disney movie that doesn't need a prince to save their life. Yeah. Next is The Little Prince, and here is how far I got. I hope you don't get bored with me showing all the teeny tiny stars, because the series is quite look alike. So this is Pinocchio. Well, I won't show you the progress because it's basically only the box at the top left here. This is Thumbelina. Here is the Snow Queen, my most favorite princess or queen, Elsa. And this is Peter Pan. Aladdin. This is my most, not my most, but I'm quite disappointed with this design because, hey, why is Jasmine is only this small part of it? Really? No. Next is the flower shoes. This is one of the project that I'm going to turn to my wedding sampler, like the project of kite flying. The first soda stitch that I show, it was depicting the date that we start dating, and this one will going to be the day that we're Indonesian family, when they propose, the groom's family will come to the bride's family to ask for the daughter's hand for their son. So yeah, there are two types of proposal here in Indonesia: the personal one and the family proposal. And here is how far I got. Oh, teeny tiny star. And finally, I chose this design for our wedding date. Again, only teeny tiny little star, so I don't think I will open this. And this is the project bag that I made myself. It houses the Lizzie cake, ABCs of parenting, and here is how far I got. The fabric is from Genco, hand-dyed Aida from Genco. And I chose this color, although this is my least favorite color, but the friend that I will give this to loves pink, and so yeah, I chose pink. This is also one of the third in my 4 main focus. And the last one of my main focus is this is another project bag that I made. And it houses the fourth of the last one of the project of my main focus project, and this is Dimensions Paris Market. This one is a request from my husband to be a gift for his auntie. And here is how far I got. I do parking method, as you can well see from the parking strap, and I use the diagonal stairs, but as you can see that it is not blocking 10 by 10, but it's because that how I stitch is I start from the top left, and then I will make the first 10 by 10 blocks as my base, and then I will see if around that base still have the same symbol that I'm working, and it is only a few, like one or two, or at least it is like flowing from this base, like this is the tree, and yeah, this is how the leaves like kind of flow. So I follow that flow also, not just 10 by 10. That another reason that I don't do it strictly 10 by 10, because I don't want to have straight lines between the blocks. So yeah, so I call this mix parking method and cross country. So yeah, so my WIP project is finished. Whew. I will edit this video so it will not be too long. I don't want my video to be more than 1 hour long. 1 hour is maximum. And then I'll show you my finish. Another solder stitch, and here is, wait, this is a birth announcement for my friend's baby, and I'm covering the name and the date, and here is my finish. I already done the top half of the design, and I think I want to try color complete how it goes, and so I tried it, and I'm like, really no, I don't enjoy it. It confused me, and it is only a small project. What about Heaven and Earth Designs? Like Kim, the Spartan stitcher, is doing extreme cross country for her Heaven and Earth Designs. I think it's Trick or Treat by Randall Spangler, and wow, I can imagine how she does it based on my experience, and yeah, I don't think I will ever attempt color complete again. I will just use my own method, pick a base and start from there, and usually from top left. And I don't know if like lavender and lace, you know, they start from the right top. At least I will work from top to bottom. So yeah, that's my priority. And then, you know, I don't think I'm a feminist, but I do love independent female character. For so this April 21st in Indonesia is Kartini Day. This is Kartini. She fight for women's education at that time, around the end of the 18th century, around 1890s and 90s until 1904. That is her until her last breath. That she died young, unfortunately. And yeah, this book consists of her letters to her Netherlands friends. She wrote so much about her thought, her opinion about women's independence, and what she wanted for her country's women education. So yeah, I really admire her. So happy Kartini Day. And for future video plan, I'm thinking of stash dive. At first I don't want to do stash dive because let's face it, I have 280 patterns and most of them are heaven and earth designs. It's quite embarrassing for the 7 finishes that I got. But let me know if you're interested in the stash dive. I will do it if you want. And let me know if you prefer to have it by parts or straight in one video, all stash dive. And then the second plan for a future video is I'm going to flip through these 3 books. I got this for my birthday last year and I haven't had the chance to make a flip through video. I got this in Kinokuniya, Japanese import bookstore in South Jakarta. I got 3 books. I don't know who the designer is because it's all in Japanese, but I think it should be Japanese designer. So yeah, I think I will do this 3 book in one video. Let me know if you would like to see it one book, one video, or all 3. Okay, sorry again for the new section. So I was about to say goodbye. I don't want to make a schedule for my video because I don't know whether I have the time to stitch or not. I prefer to have a significant amount to show you. So yeah, if you want to see my update, I post in Instagram at least more often from the YouTube. So yeah, My Instagram is @stephanie.nene. I will input that in the description box, and let me know about my idea for my future video, whether the stash dive. Let me know if you are interested in stash dive, and whether you want to see it in one full video, or at least maybe I will break it in some parts, or do you want to see it little by little in my update video? And then for the flip through of my 3 books, do you want to see one book in one video, or all 3 books in one video? Okay, please let me know in the comment below. So you know, in the situation that we are in now, the pandemic, COVID-19, I don't want to sound like belittling the pandemic, but we are in semi-lockdown here in Jakarta. I am quite lucky that I am an introvert, a quite extreme one. I usually just stay at home every day, so being told to stay at home doesn't even bother me. I have all my crafts, I have all my hobbies, books to read, movies to watch, cross stitch, diamond painting, knitting, crochet, macrame, sewing, to do, magazines to read, you name it. I can't get bored, because all those stuff I haven't done. My friends will even kick me if I ever say I am bored. What I want to say is, as a graduate of psychology, I do know how much impact that stress can do to your body, to your health. So while we are maintain our physical health, that I know there are so many tips out there that you already read or know, I must say that don't forget about your mental health also. I don't want to try to sound disrespectful or belittling, but I'm trying to think positive about all this situation, like how the earth is doing under this lockdown, how the animals are starting to come back again, how the sky looks blue, even bluer, and that's my hubby coming home.
Hello.
Hubby just come home from groceries, and what did I say? Yeah, from my apartment I can hear the birds again singing, and I haven't even heard it for my 3 years living here. And yeah, just try to take care of your mental health also. Try to take care of your mental health, not just your physical health. So stay safe and healthy. Happy stitching, and bye. See you on my next video.